Hello students, this is the last topic of our first chapter, that is integrated circuits. Last yellow we'll see today. Last topic name is integrated circuit. Now what do you mean by integrated circuit? We call integrated circuit as a IC. All of you know the name of ICs, but the full form of IC is integrated circuits. The device such as diode, transistor, field effect transistor, etc. And passive components such as a resistor, capacitor, inductor are called as a discrete devices or discrete components. Diode, transistor, field effect transistors are active components. In starting of chapter, we have seen the definition of active and passive components. So all these components, active and passive components, are also called as a discrete devices or discrete components. Electronic circuit assembled using discrete components and devices are called as a discrete circuits. Means any electronic circuit is made up of these active and passive components, and by using these assembled discrete components or devices, discrete circuits are made. So these discrete circuits can be able to mounted and on a single small chip. Though the circuits are very complicated and big, we can integrate it and we can placed on a small microchip, which is known as an integrated circuit or IC. The electronic devices or electronic circuits are available in the form of integrated circuits. So integrated circuits or IC is a miniature low cost electronic circuit which is consist of active and passive component joined together on a single chip of silicon, which is also called as a microchip. Now, in 1958, Jack Kilby was an engineer in Texas Instruments, which who is invented who was invented the integrated circuits. So this is the picture of the scientist. He has invented integrated circuits while working with a Texas Instrument. Texas Instrument is a good company in electronic field. The IC was invented in 1958, and Jack is awarded with a Nobel Prize in Physics in 2000. Then you can see the raw picture of IC, means before manufacturing, how it is look like. Then there is a type of integrated circuits: small scale integration, large scale integration, medium scale integration, and very large scale integration. So short form of that is SSI, LSI, MSI, VLSI. SSI means small scale integration. The circuit consists of few tens of components on a chip. Then next type is medium scale integration device. So in this IC, the hundreds of transistor we can able to mount it on a chip. The MSI is a device where less expensive and allow more complex system in very less space. So you can see the picture of medium small scale integration. Then this is a large scale integration, the device which had thousands of transistor per chip. For example, 1 KB RAM is an example of LSI devices. You can find it inside your computer. So your RAM is a example of large scale integration. Then next type is very large scale integration. So VLSI is recently used very popularly. VLSI is now everywhere. So with the VLSI we can mount CPU, RAM, ROM circuits together. So means inside a computer you can find very large scale integration. So again more than 1000 transistors or more than 1000 electronic component you can be able to mounted on a chip with the help of VLSI technology. This is the VLSI chip, you can see. This is the processor inside the computer. Then this type is ultra large scale integration. So you can be able to mount 1 million of components per chip. So all these the examples of IC integration. So with the help of this technology, the wiring of electronic circuit is reduced very much. Then this is a system on chip, means it is a advanced version of IC integration. So whole system you can be able to mount on a single chip. You can see there are so many components which is mounted on a single chip. The area, cross sectional area is very less, but the millions of components are thousands, a million of components are mounted on it. So it is very easy to handle the large electronic circuit with the help of this circuit. Then wafer scale integration, you can see the wafer like a chip is there, and so many electronic devices and circuits and systems are mounted inside this IC. So this is looks like wafer, so it is called as a wafer scale integration. Then again 3D IC is also available. Nowadays it is popularly used for 3D integration schemes. Then digital integrated circuits means there are two electronic circuits, analog and digital. The digital integrated circuits are mainly used in computers, microprocessor, microcontrollers. So digital circuits are also available in the form of integrated circuits. So in next semester we'll learn about digital circuits, how it is used in a computer, and how it is available in the form of integrated circuits. Then these are the pictures and examples of digital circuits. So these digital circuits are used in computer. So you can see that there is a central processing unit, then microprocessor, RAM, program memory, A to D converter, and oscillator. All these are parts important for computer, which is available in the IC, and it is mounted in the form of IC inside the computer. Then analog integrated circuits are there. For example, sensors. You all of you know about the sensors. So sensors, operational amplifiers are the analog integrated circuits. Then mixed signal integrated circuits means you can use a digital as well as analog circuits using integrated circuits. Then microprocessor, which is a very important part of computer, that is a central processing unit, which is also available in the form of integrated circuits. Then different types of memories, that is RAM, ROM, EEPROM, square prom, are also available in the form of ICs. Then applications of IC, it is used in computer, then it is used in electronic devices, all electronic appliances, all gadgets, electronic gadgets. The components are mounted or integrated inside the chip. So it reduces wiring, and it is very easy to handle for user. Then microwave monolithic integrated circuits are also available, which is used in cellular telephones and power amplifiers. So these are the very useful for application. You can see the pictures of some integrated circuits on your screen. First are small integrated circuits, then memory is available in the form of integrated circuit. Then radio frequency integrated circuit, which is used in a transmitter receiver part for communication purpose. Then below that, microwave monolithic integrated circuit is also available, which is used for microwave applications. Then advantages of integrated circuits: they are small in size and lightweight. The cost is very low. High reliability. It is possible to fabricate complete circuit in small space. Low power consumption, high operating speed, and it is easy to replace the fault in ICs. So it is popularly used. Then disadvantage of ICs: it is not possible to fabricate capacitor of values of higher than 30 picofarad. It is a disadvantage of IC. Then not possible to fabricate resistor of values higher than 100 kilo ohm. It is not possible to directly fabricate inductors. Power dissipation is limited. ICs are very delicate and need extra care while handling. So these are the some disadvantages of integrated circuit. Importance and use of digital ICs or ICs are these circuits, digital circuits such as a flip-flop, counters, microprocessor, timer, calculator, watch. These digital devices is available or can be able to use with integrated circuits. Analog applications such as integrator, differentiator, we can use with the help of IC, and it is used in process control applications. So this is the important of ICs. Then type of ICs and classification of ICs are provided in handwritten notes. Please go through it. So this is the last topic of first chapter. So today first chapter is completed. Thank you.